Now we come to the Louis Vuitton fragrances, and Louis Vuitton on the beach. It's right here on the beach, light blue here, orange here. I just bought some expensive fragrances so you don't have to, because I was at a wedding in a very affluent place and the guys were coming up to me asking me fragrance advice and asking me about fragrances I've never heard of, like Bulgari, Cobra. So let's get into it right away. They were telling me I want to know how to smell very expensive, like for a wedding or date night like that. So the first fragrance was Bulgari Cobra, but I couldn't find it. It's very rare. It's very expensive, more than $400, $500, $600, depends where you buy it, and hard to get. But I did match up the notes and I found this called Nashwa Oud. This is a similar scent, cheaper to Bulgari La Gamme Cobra. If you're not familiar with Bulgari, they made Man in Black. They've made designer fragrances at Macy's in the USA. And they've also made a high-end line that's found in very high-end boutique stores like Neiman Marcus and Saks. So this is the closest thing I found. It lasted 21 hours on me. Now when you see this Nashwa Oud, you will think, oh, another oud fragrance. But no, this one is actually starting out with geranium and a citrus note and some other resinous citrus woody notes, and it changes your mind because it starts out fresh green and slightly floral. So you're thinking, wow, how nice and good feeling this is. Then 5-6 hours later, it's straight up oud. That's how I received the fragrance. It has abluminium, which is also that resinous note that's sweet, incensey, citrusy, spicy. It also has the geranium, and it's got the fresh wood, and then it's got oud in its base. When you can wear this is special occasions, date night, with dark clothes would be the best, and you will spray this 3 times maximum. The next fragrance, a lady came up to me and says she loves Louis Vuitton Stellar Times, so I went out and bought it. It's $550, even higher with tax. Stellar Times is a beautiful fragrance, and I can just tell you, I just bought it last night, and I found this Latafa Musamam White Intense. It's about 90% close to it, and it says women for these fragrances, but I can tell you I tested them, and I was walking around a grocery store and I had a woman actually follow me, go, oh my God, you smell so good. And it was with this, one of these, because I had this on one hand and this on the other, and it gave you a huge central, extreme longevity. Now this one has a little bit more vanilla, I can attest to that, and this is more of just a very nice evening fragrance. If you can afford it, definitely get this for your girl or wife or yourself. You can share it. Now we come to the Louis Vuitton fragrances, which one is called On the Beach, so I had to go buy it. Louis Vuitton Imagination, Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim, Louis Vuitton Spell on You, and Louis Vuitton On the Beach. It's right here on the beach, light blue here, orange here. This is the bottle. This is what it looks like. It's basically a nice orange fragrance. Has nothing to do with the beach. It's more different than any beach scent you've ever smelled. So it's got fragrance notes like rosemary and the Yutsu lemon and stuff like cypress. So when you have all that mixed together, I found this fragrance, 100% identical notes. It's called Luke's Vision by the Seashore. And you get this tangerine note, you get this neroli note, you get this citron note, and all in all, it's got the pressurized sprayer. It was $60 and I found it for 50% off. But anyway, it's very well worth 60, 40, 30, wherever you find it. I would recommend this fragrance. What you do with this fragrance, in my opinion, you would, since it's pressurized, you would spray it like 8 times here and 4 more times here and 4 around your back. It's not offensive, but it does have that sharp citrus note in it, and the lasting power is easily 7 hours, and the projection's hardcore for the first hour. It's very nice fragrance. And the next one was called this Spell on You. So Spell on You is in the Louis Vuitton store. It's right here, and it has a hot pink box, but I got the old box. It's white box. This is Spell on You by Louis Vuitton. It's more of a floral fragrance and powdery with iris in it, and the exact same clone, we're going to test it right in front of you. Powdery violet floral rose with a peach lychee note and some green. Okay, that's called Spell on You by Louis Vuitton, and we're going to battle that against this. So Natalie, if you're watching, this fragrance is for you, because she's all, I can't afford Spell on You. It's $350, only $350, but this is only $60 or $35, wherever you can find it. I would say 95% exact same. It's got the powdery violet note with a little bit of peach note. Now I'll test this longer, but it'll have an incredible scent sillage, like above average and above average longevity. And when you would wear this fragrance or the other one, shopping, date night, work, it's all official. Like you can wear anything. If you were to wear the Bulgari cologne, you would wear black clothes with it, or neutral beige clothes, or sweaters with that. That's what I would feel like. And with the imagination, with the beach one, you would wear white clothes or navy blue clothes, and you would spray it. And this one too, you would spray it the same way, like 8 to 15 times all around you. It's also a pressurized sprayer. You could wear a beautiful, like, athletic wear. And some people say like age 20 to 45 is the perfect age for Spell on You, or this one, which is called Chant on You. It's very nice. It does have that powdery floral note, so you might think granny, but it's not. It's more modern woman. That's what I think about it. Modern, sophisticated woman, and I just love it. Now, if you wanted something else, you have this one. It's called Afternoon Swim. The best cologne I found was Soak Sun. When I first got it, I thought it was Imagination, because Imagination has this sharp citrus, like a neroli note in the beginning, and so does this. And anyway, this one's called Soak Sun. It's the cologne for Afternoon Swim, which is basically, all these fragrances are made by Jacques Cavalier. If you were to take On the Beach versus Afternoon Swim versus this fragrance here called Imagination, On the Beach is a fresh citrus woody neroli, and then Imagination is citrus amber. So it has a citrus, just a little tweak here, a little tweak there. One might be fresh on top, spicy in the middle. One might be spicy on top, fresh in the middle. Imagination has some different notes like ginger and cinnamon, and On the Beach has different notes like sand notes and different green notes, just a couple different varieties, but they all have the same beginning. On the Beach is bright clothes. You would wear this On the Beach fragrance by Louis Vuitton with cool white bright clothes, yellow clothes, burnt orange clothes, casual clothes, business clothes, conventions. All these are like the same kind of clothes. You wear white shirts, navy blue shirts, charcoal gray shirts, and you spray them all the same way, like heavy. And they're pressurized sprayer, so it takes care of you, so you don't waste it. Pressurized sprayer means you are not wasting your fragrance. Tangerine, Nerolis. I love this kind of fragrance. Afternoon Swim just reminds you of an afternoon swim. And then for the Imagination, they straight up made this one called Luke's Vision Fascination, which is identical smell to Imagination. I know it's confusing, but I'll break it down for you in a moment. In a moment, I'm going to show you a clone to a hidden gem called Terry Mugler Pure Malt in a moment. The next fragrance was called Valaya by Parfums de Marly, and I found Bedour Extract. Exact same notes. Floral, white, florals, delicious, expensive. And this fragrance is called Bedour Extract. And Parfums de Marly Valaya is like our Creed Aventus for men. All the ladies go off on the price. They hate it. They go, oh God, they should call it Greedaya, like greedy. And this is $60. Valaya is $365. This is double the size, double the power, and just the exact same smell, and it mega compliments. Bedour Extract, 1000% get it if you can find it. And also La Gamme Bulgari makes Tigger, which smells like Chanel Blue. It also has been told to smell like Afternoon Swim. And I found a new powerhouse 20-hour fragrance to replicate Bulgari Tigger. It's called Nashwa, plain old simple Nashwa. Now the hidden gem I found is called Angel Pure Malt, but you can't buy that. It's $200 on eBay. If you can, that's great. Find it for $200. I'd recommend it. I found one called Posh Malt by Fragrance World. Smells just like it. I don't have the actual fragrance because I thought I'd never see it again, and here it is. It's like a boozy vanilla style fragrance. I'm gonna test it more. And then on the oven here, you can cook up some great fragrance clones. The Sincerity smells the #1 best price, longest lasting fragrance to smell like Givenchy Gentleman Réserve Privé. The next one's called Proud of You. Smells like Stronger with You. Armani lasts incredible long time, strong projection, won't come off my skin after 2 hours of sweating, 105-degree weather. And now that you've seen all those fragrances for very expensive smelling people, I'm gonna show you fragrances for mass appealing people. Everyone can wear these every day of the year, all week, any age. The next one's called Bond Number 9 Lafayette Street. Another fragrance they all go off on because it's $500 on their website, $300 on discount sites, and people hate it. Find Avenue, New York replicates that. $30, it's a tenth of the price. 90% off retail. And the best one, in my opinion, is the Soak Sun to replicate Imagination or Afternoon Swim, or the hybrid of both. I would get this because I just personally like that sharp neroli in the beginning. And if you want to know the absolute most amazing fragrance that age 9 to 90 could wear, I would get Carolina Herrera Cobalt Blue Electric Parfum or Pacific Woods to replicate it. It's this nice blue fragrance. It also sprays out pressurized, so you can just spray it away. It just smells refreshing, good. It's compliment getting, and if you want to see another compliment getting easy to wear fragrance, just click right here. See you on the next one.